Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. Before I get into your readings, I just wanted to take a moment of acknowledgement that if you're still here and watching this, then you have held a great deal of patience for me as November and December were overwhelming for me, to say the least. And I wanted to offer apology to you for not being more present like my soul would have had me be more present. I have missed being here for all of you, more than any of you will realize. This will not happen again. I am changing things around in my life to ensure it, because at the end of the day, my soul family and my soul work and what I do, now more than ever, I'm very clear with myself that this is where I am meant to be and this is what I am meant to be doing, and it's meant to be with you. So thank you for still being here. Thank you for your patience. I am eternally grateful, and I look forward to being more consistently present for you. Enjoy the readings. I hope the hindsight serves you well.
So, Aquarius, this is your November leading into December with guidance into the new year, okay? For November, you present as the Ace of Cups. You're surrounded by the World, the Fool, the King of Wands, and the Five of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Wands. For November, I feel as if you are overflowing with compassion. I think you are overflowing with compassion and love for everyone. I don't think you necessarily favor anybody more than anybody else. I think you have an overwhelming amount of love for everyone. I think you're the kind of person that sees the good in everyone, wants to see the best potential come out for everyone. I think you have a lot of love to give, and I think that you are very forgiving and do your best not to judge other people. I think you're extremely open-hearted, okay? The surrounding energies, the World card, you have someone in your midst, in your reality, who is a very complete person within the self. You may say that they have gone through a complete journey and are extremely understanding and a great guide for that reason. This is someone who is very empathic and fixed in their process or their journey, right? Their healing. You have someone else on the complete opposite end of the spectrum who is genuinely a fool. It's almost like they might be a fool in love, or you might be a fool in love. Seemingly carefree, walking off the cliff. It's just admiring the reality of you or you them, and doesn't have a care in the world. This is someone who would do seemingly impossible things or go through impossible scenarios just because they are in admiration of you. Okay, what they might deal with, or you, if it's you, would be unreasonable to someone else, unthinkable to someone else, impossible to someone else. And yet this person seems to be as open-minded as you. Okay, the Fool is Uranian energy that is Aquarius's planet. And I feel as if this person and you are kindred spirits. They're extremely optimistic. Okay, you and another in your reality are both extremely optimistic, maybe at different things, maybe both in general, maybe one of you it's optimistic in general, and then the other is very optimistic in regards to the other. But you have two very happy, healthy, whole people around you that are wonderful guides and kindred in spirit in November. You're also dealing with a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands seem to be in conflict. Okay. The King of Wands is facing in the opposite direction of the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Swords is technically between them. The King of Wands may be or may come off very dictatorish. Okay. He might be very brash and abrupt, and still dealing with things that bring up anger in him from the past that may come and spill out into your present in November. This person may go to war. I'm hearing go to war. And almost be numb to the ramifications of war, right? When you go to war with people, when you fight people or battle people, typically, unless someone is not used to it. I mean, typically if you're fighting with someone and it's not normal, you feel bad. You feel bad for fighting with them. But it's almost as if this person is so numb or desensitized. Maybe desensitized is a better word. They're so desensitized to fighting and battling and being at war that they don't actually see how it's truly affecting other people, and or that they're pushing other people away, or that people are walking away from them. Because the King of Wands sitting in the throne it seems very put together, maybe portrays himself as very put together and has all the answers, right? A very passionate dictator type personality. And the redhead in the Five of Swords, just like the redheaded king, the redhead in the Five of Swords, the hair is a little disheveled, but he's picking up the swords almost like trophies of the people he's defeated. But the people he's defeated are, one is walking away. They have their back turned to him. They're walking away. And the other person is standing by the shore with their head in their hands crying. Right? This is someone who is extremely emotionally upset. And the King of Wands has a smile or a grin on their face in the Five of Swords, the way this card is presenting to me. Almost like this person is satisfied that they have won the argument despite the traumatic ramifications for the people they are fighting with. Okay? I feel as if the Queen of Wands, even though she is by the king's side, they are potentially a married couple or a partnership. The Queen of Wands is not looking at the King of Wands, and or is turning a blind eye to the King of Wands, or feels incapable of dealing with the King of Wands in some which way, shape, or form. Okay, she is his counterpart, and yet it's almost as if she's letting the king run rampant, letting him be reckless. And she's doing her best to shine her own light and be a beautiful flower almost in the midst of a battlefield. It's like the Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily know what to do. And there's very strong Leo energy on both the King and the Queen of Wands cards. So one of them might be a Leo. One of them might have really strong Leo energy in their charts. But it's almost like this King of Wands has this illusion of grandeur, or puts himself on a really high pedestal, or puts himself in high regard or high position. It's almost condescending. He might make you and or others feel very small, or unable to fight back, right? Because it's not like the two people in the Five of Swords are slain. They have given up. They have given up and dropped their swords and walked away. They have submitted, right, to the person on the Five of Swords, this redheaded masculine energy on the Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel as if this Queen of Wands is doing the best she can, but it's not necessarily enough. She cannot control the King of Wands, okay? Whoever is in your experience in November, she can't control the King of Wands. She might be having a very difficult time and is just doing the best that they can, right, to possibly console the two figures that are distraught and have given up, right, dealing with this King of Wands energy. So you have kindred spirits, you have a beautiful guiding guardian, and you have this conflicting quote-unquote couple, and one of them is completely out of line and the other doesn't know how to control them, okay? As we move into December, now I just did Capricorn's reading and I shuffled the shit out of the deck, and there are 4 very similar cards that popped up with a Queen of Cups in the Capricorn reading. So if you have significant or strong Capricorn placements, know that message might pertain to you and you might want to listen to it, okay? You might actually want to listen to the Capricorn reading if that's the case. You present as the Two of Coins, okay? The Two of Coins is a Capricornian card and a Jupiter card, and it's this feeling torn between the ideal and the reality within the self. You might see your ideal self as happy and carefree and easygoing and open-hearted and flowing, and yet the reality is you can't be yourself, right? It's something like that. It's like you see yourself this way in this beautiful light, and yet there's something going on in your life that prevents you from feeling like yourself. Now, the energies around you, we have someone who is very emotionally protective of you, who is a strength for you. Again, Capricornian energy, okay? They are protective. The way they care about you, the way they are emotionally linked to you, it's like a bond of, it's like a soul bond, right? It's like a soul bond that will protect you with their love and consideration. They have an instinct to fortify and strengthen you, okay? Their instinct is to love you and protect you. You may have 2, right? It may be more than 1. It may be more than 1, but this is very strong Capricornian energy, and they have an instinct to protect you, okay, to help you maintain control. You also have a soulmate, someone who loves you and is nurturing for you and is constantly refilling your cup when you feel drained, right? They're a source of positivity for you, okay? Someone who sees what is going on and knows how draining it is for you to stay positive when you have all of this animosity or chaotic energy, this argumentative energy, conflict energy around you, because you're naturally happy, You're naturally open-hearted. And being around the conflicting couple, quote unquote conflicting couple, is extremely energetically draining. Okay? Extremely draining. And I feel as if what you're wishing for to be achieved in December, it's coming. It's coming. I definitely feel like it's coming. But it's almost like you're getting robbed of something first. Okay, the Seven of Swords present here is very lacking in the spiritual perspective of things, the spiritual mindset or divine higher mindset of things. This is Aquarian moon shadow. They don't necessarily see the bigger picture yet, the long-term picture yet. This might definitely be your own shadow, your own sun sign, right? Aquarian shadow. You may be dealing with a lot and don't see the purpose of it yet. All right. You don't see the purpose of it yet, which is okay. It just means you're being robbed of the clarity. Doesn't mean the clarity doesn't exist. It doesn't mean the purpose behind it all doesn't exist. It's just you're being denied the ability to see it. Okay. You're being denied the ability to see it. But you definitely feel as if your happiness maybe, or your peace of mind, or your authenticity is at a loss. That you can't be the humanitarian type personality that you want to be, this open-hearted person that you want to be, because someone definitely seems to be lacking the soul perspective, right? Source perspective. And you also have the Fool again. Okay, the Fool again presents twice in your reading, once in November and once in December. So this is a consistent person that shows up, this kindred spirit who shows up, and they are making heart over head decisions or being put into a heart over head reality. Okay, this is someone who has established, this Fool energy has established a Christ-like consciousness. All right, this is someone who is self-sacrificing because it is ultimately good for the whole. This is someone who does as they're guided from their heart and soul, as opposed to doing what makes the most sense or is within logic and reason. Okay, this person might be a maverick, right? This Fool energy might be a maverick. They are divinely guided and they listen to their soul. So, also someone who is very emotionally empathic and or psychically sensitive, spiritually sensitive with the Hanged Man. Someone who's very in tune and or even has a profession that is linked to the holistics or spiritual realm of life. And I feel like they're constantly with you in one which way or another. I think they are coming out of the shadows for you in November and potentially leading you forward in December. Okay, this is someone who you may or may not have looked at as a leader in your life prior, but someone who is definitely a leader in your life now. And I think they're teaching you soul lessons. I think that you may be looking at them as a divine guide, because it doesn't seem that the challenges that they could potentially face seem to bother them. It doesn't affect them. The reality is not affecting them. Okay. This person believes they could fly and they can. So, it's just kind of like that radical optimist. I keep feeling like this Fool is a radical optimist and does things very differently, sees things very differently. They are definitely led by their soul, their heart and soul. They are not a logic and reason type person. I'm feeling as if this 4 of Coins is very much linked to the Queen of Wands, who is just trying to be emotionally protective and stable, trying to be that flower in the battlefield, that there is still something beautiful in the reality. I think that you know, as the Two of Coins, that you want to be your best version and don't necessarily know how to get there. I think the Fool is guiding you to it. I think you have soulmates that are in support of you in the present and forward. And I feel like you're definitely dealing with someone, and it may be that King of Wands, who is spiritually, mentally trying to break you, okay, and keep your thinking small, keeping you lost in the battle of the reality instead of seeing the bigger picture, right? Instead of seeing the divinely bigger picture or the divine mirror, right? Why this person is in your reality for you to witness and what you're meant to learn from them, okay? Now, the guidance going into the new year, we have Dream a Beautiful Dream from the Sacred Rebel Oracle, and I'm going to read a little bit for you. So, Dream a Beautiful Dream, it says, the urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it to life in as many ways as possible in how you eat, dress, look, behave, love, create, and relate to your community and the people around you. Write poetry by moonlight or bathe in the light of candles. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may block your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal, yet beauty, genuine beauty rather than superficial glamour, flows from within the self, as it is an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. That is where true beauty is. If you have struggled with an obsessive attitude towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then it is time you look to your nature instead. Your nature's beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. If you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty in a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty, thumb your nose at airbrushed images, and dare to love what is. Honoring your nature is an example. Give yourself permission to feel beautiful and be beautiful in many ways. You can be at harmony with the outside of what is supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can even find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change. Sensing that change is just the creative process kicking into gear. Realizing there is nothing to fear brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender, and grace to the experience of life creating itself in more stunning forms through you. You are meant to dream of beauty and to create beauty, but in its far more holistic and creative definition. Aquarius, in your attempts to be your unique, happy, authentic, unique self, you may be focusing too much on the physical aspect of that beauty and losing or negating or diminishing the power of the beauty you have as a person, as an individual. That anybody who would love you or care about you because of how you look over who you are is not worth it. It's not worth it. Anybody who would be drawn to you because of your looks instead of your character is a waste of time. It is a waste of time, energy, and connection. If you want to be beautiful, focus on the beautiful character that you are. The kind and the caring and the compassionate and the considerate and the thoughtful and the gentle, humanitarian, the one whose soul seeks to love everyone. Be the maverick whose heart and soul leads their decisions. Whatever logic and reason would give you, well, they don't like me because I'm not beautiful, so I have to be beautiful. I have to fit this stereotype. I have to fit this blah, blah, blah. Like, just stop. Stop. Moving into the new year, I'm not saying don't give a fuck about your looks. I'm saying look the way you want to look because you want to look that way, not to impress anybody. Not to gain attention. Not to catch someone's eye or to make them notice you. It doesn't matter what you look like. If your intention for doing it is shit. Self-motivated is shit. Ego is shit. Putting regret in someone is shit. Temptation to someone is shit. It's shit motivation. It will not yield divinely beautiful results. When you are the best unique person that you can be, and you do your hair, or you do your makeup, or you dress the way you dress, or take pictures the way you take pictures, or record things the way you record things, and you're just being your beautiful self, that beauty shines brighter than any fucking dimwit with a face full of makeup. Sure, the dimwit might get more likes, more hearts, but is anybody really liking them? Is anybody really loving them? Think about it. Because when you're just yourself, the likes and the hearts you get mean a little bit more. People like you and love you because you're you. Not because you're putting on some facade and being someone or something that you're not. It is not representative of you. Not your best you. I hope this helps. I really do. I hope this helps, Aqua. Because it seems as if you may have dipped into a very superficial energy to possibly try and gain attention or likes or loves from people. To try and fill in the void of whatever is being taken from you. If love is being taken from you with this King or Queen of Wands, if spiritual perspective is something you're being robbed of because of it, if you're feeling neglected in the love department, then you're going about it the wrong way. This is not how you fill that void. Diving into the realm of superficial outer shells is not a way to fill an internal void. I hope that makes sense. So until next time, this is Divine Rebel Racey, Grace Nicole Myths, signing out. My love and support is with you always. Remember to love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Take care, everyone.